Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. You know what? I had to do this video, but it had to be done, man, because I just need to speak from the heart, because I just saw some stuff that just had me shaking my head. And it's just amazing from when I first started doing YouTube videos back in 2015 where I am now. And it's kind of funny how things just change over the years. I remember when I first got on here, I was one of them dudes. I was always B1, and I always felt like I had to protect the brothers on here. But I started off as pretty much to be a boxing channel. But then I converted to other things, but I saw all this hatred and racism directed towards black people and black fighters. And like I said, I really have to say I cannot thank Ticket TV enough for helping me establish my channel. And I will always be grateful to Ticket TV because, like I said, he the one that put me on. So I will always appreciate that. Ticket TV will always have my loyalty. It started with him, and I went on to meet, 7, 8, Blood, all them people, things have changed over the years. I met a lot of different people along the way. I hope things can work out. I know certain people are not cool with each other no more. I'm not cool with certain people no more that I used to be. But who knows? Maybe in the future, maybe stuff can get worked out. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit up and wait for it to happen. If it happens, it happens. So, people and things change over the years, whether you like it or not. But, okay. The subject of this video is just this whole thing with Floyd Mayweather. I just got to keep it a buck. I remember when I first got on here, I used to defend Floyd like it was nobody's business. Because I feel a lot of the criticism and hatred that Floyd was getting was unfair, and it was because of his skin color, which a lot of it is. But then the thing is with Floyd would just constantly do things that would hinder and hurt himself and the community where he came from. And it got to the point to where it was very difficult to defend some of Floyd's actions, like what's going on right now. Now, I saw that ridiculous stage WWE, altercation with him and Fake Paul. When I say Fake Paul is really earning the name Fake Paul, I mean for real. Because this is just an embarrassment. To see what Floyd has done to his legacy, to his image. Floyd was arguably one of the greatest fighters that ever, laced up the gloves. But now he's resorted to sideshows and circuses, bringing in a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, bringing in a bunch of clowns and talentless white boys and trying to parade them around as boxers. And I know people are saying, well, Floyd said he is his own boss. But then he'll say Al Heyman in every other breath. So you have to look at Al Heyman for signing off on this crap. See, I told you I'm not one of these dudes that sit up here and suck up to somebody and I don't call them out because, they look like me. If they on some BS, they on some BS. And like I said, what Floyd is doing is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing what he's doing to himself. I mean, he's just, I mean, what he's doing to any black fighter that ever laced him up. And I know Muhammad Ali was hurting for money, so he did stuff that he probably regretted doing. But Floyd has just taken it up a notch. I understood that Muhammad Ali, while he did the wrestling thing, he got paid money. Look, it's not a secret that Muhammad Ali throughout his boxing career had financial issues. No matter who you talk to, that's documented. Now, whether you want to say that a certain group of people was taking his money, that's yet to be proven. But Muhammad Ali is fact that he had financial issues. But this stuff that Floyd is doing, you just, like, for real, you really grabbing YouTubers and putting them on the big stage, putting them in a boxing ring, and paying these dudes possibly upwards of millions of dollars for an exhibition match, when you could have found several fighters, retired fighters, that would have been willing to do this just because you Floyd Mayweather. But you want to sit up there and give these white boys a payday. And like I said before, it's just pathetic what Floyd is doing. And that shit with Fake Paul was staged. You didn't resort to fighting YouTubers in exhibition matches. And then Fake Paul refuses to fight an actual fighter. But like I said, this is how Floyd get down. It's embarrassing to see this in Floyd. I'm embarrassed as a boxing fan. I'm embarrassed as a black man to see him resort to this, because he don't have to do it. Floyd right now, this is just real talk, and I'm gonna say this: Floyd right now could have came out of retirement and fought Adrian Broner. People would have bought that shit. Floyd Mayweather versus Adrian Broner, just because they talk so much trash, would have did 2 million views. 2 million pay-per-views. Floyd versus Triple G. Even if Floyd decides to wait during Triple G to 154, 152, people still gonna watch it. Because people gonna think, well, at any time Triple G could land that one punch that puts Floyd's lights out. That would have generated some money. Even a second fight with Oscar De La Hoya would have did some solid numbers. Okay? You could have did, or how about this? You could have did an exhibition match with Andre Ward. Don't matter whether you win or lose, because it's not going against your record. So even if they get the best of you, it's not going against your actual record, and people would have watched. But at the end of the day, that's how Floyd get down. Floyd ain't about giving no brothers no paydays, and he wants all the attention to himself. And it's just a shame that he's resorted to this, because he can't let go of the spotlight. You know, the thing is, Floyd could have been looked at upon, you know, some of the greatest athletes that ever walked the earth. Greatest black athletes. Yeah, I said it. Floyd could have been looked upon as Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, probably in his heart of hearts, probably he still believed that he could get out there and compete. But then every once in a while, his brain kicks in and he thinks, I can't. And if I get out there trying to compete with these new cats, it won't look good. But boxing is a little bit different, because we all know Canelo looks for every advantage to basically handicap his opponent. So like I said, Floyd could have did the same thing. You know, he could have fought a 10-rounder, like I said, with some of these dudes. He could have fought a couple of exhibition matches in an actual real fight. You don't think that people would tune in to watch Floyd versus Adrian Broner? We would. But like I said, Floyd ain't about looking out for his people. For the most part. And then the jealousy that Floyd has towards other fighters. Keep in mind, this is the same nigga, I'm just keeping it 100. This is the same nigga that was rooting against Andre Ward. And don't come here with that bullshit. Well, Andre Ward got a wife. Hey, I'm not even in the mood for that. Anybody that put that in the comment section, your ass is blocked. This is my channel, and for real, I run this shit. Anybody put that in the comment section, your ass is blocked. I'm just keeping it a buck. He was rooting against Andre Ward. He was rooting against Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? He want all the other fighters on the PBC roster to take a backseat to him. But then he has his own fighter that's under his promotional brand that's fighting in the same month as him, you know, basically to play the background. Because he craves the attention. He craves the headlines. He can't let it go. And like I keep saying, this shit is dying down. I don't think people still go by this fight. But you've been hearing things in the background about certain things that's going on with the PBC, but that ain't my place this, you know, to tell or put that out there. If it comes out, we'll eventually know about it. But like I said, Floyd is just pathetic, and he's an embarrassment. For real. He done made hundreds of billions of dollars at professional fights. But like I said before, he resorts to doing this shit. These tactics, they're pathetic. And to you Floyd Mayweather nut huggers, don't come on here talking about why you hating and all that shit. Like I said before, motherfuckers, I don't have to like something. For real. Take y'all tongue out of Floyd's ass. For real. I'm just keeping it a buck. This needs to be said. I'm just embarrassed. I'm just embarrassed seeing him resort to this. You giving dudes from YouTube a pay that you done made them more famous than they could possibly imagine. Even if they get their ass beat, their YouTube subscribers are gonna go up, their Facebook, all that shit. So thanks a lot, Floyd, for embarrassing yourself, hurting your legacy, and hurting the sport of boxing, and hurting the brothers that came before you, that struggled to get respect, to get acknowledged. Thank you, Floyd. Real talk. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.